started it.
No, but you know, now we have the Ministry of Livestock.
Right.
And Mr. President called him there and gave him a directive. He wants it established.
Okay.
So we're also going to partner with him directly to ensure that it's done.
Right. Well, that's a good start. Yeah. But
so your military is speaking for terrorists, and the solution is to use the land of Benue, Plateau State, to placate these blood-sucking murderers. But that should be an answer to whatever other question you have. But how do you placate terrorists without justice? This man has an answer.
Of tactical operations,
but can we have that solution if we don't know what exactly is at the root of the problem?
But I said it in the beginning, misgovernance.
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 Right.
The greatest antidote to insecurity is good governance. In counterinsurgency, good governance. Ethnic issues, good governance. But when you have a country where almost every major ethnic group has an armed militia, there are more arms in the hands of citizens than there are in the Defense and Security Exchange. Then number two, you have a governor coming talking about non-kinetic. So this is a new buzzword. Everybody is talking about non-kinetic. What does non-kinetic mean? And you can't have, with due respect, Doctor, truth and reconciliation without justice. You can't have a repentant terrorist without justice. You can't have a reformed terrorist without justice, just like you can't have a reformed ethnic militiaman without justice. The bottom line is justice, the quest for social justice.
And can you get justice without punishing the criminals?
There you go. So before you get to the truth and reconciliation component, there has to be justice. Everyone talks about Rwanda. People went to jail before they came out, and then the truth and the reconciliation. You cannot harm me, harm my children, take away my voice and say you are sorry and I accept it. And the military are overstretched. So rather than to form a committee of elders, the elders are the ones who failed. The governors are the ones who failed. I would love to see President Bola Ahmed Tinubu charge the youth. The future belongs to the youth. You are having a composition that takes out the entire youth, accepting the elders to decide on the youth. This is not going to happen. The elders cannot plan for a future that they are definitely not going to be a part of. And they messed up the past so that the youth grew up in that chaos. And then now you want them to solve the problem that they are direct stakeholders in. You don't do that. Who chased out Boko Haram in Maiduguri? It's a civilian JTF. It's the youth. The future belongs to the youth. Then creating new paramilitary outfits does not solve the problem. Rather, I would love to see President Bola Ahmed Tinubu proscribe all armed militia in Nigeria. Give them 3 months, proscribe, disarm, be registered either as agro rangers or whatever, so that the state can oversight. But as it is, every problem is the military. If you see the face of the CDS, the man has been bouncing from pillar to post trying to put out fires that the military did not put out.
So many fires to put out. Dr. Mole,
because they are deceiving themselves. He's not putting out any fire. He's leading a narrative, a false narrative. If your military, your entire military is building their intelligence on farmers-adult clashes, omitting the evidence video of, moving terrorists. We have evidence. If somebody like me Mayegu, I can produce at least 100 different videos, rolling back to maybe like a year now, over 100 videos of these terrorists. I can produce 200 videos of these terrorists. That your powerful Nigeria military, maybe not that powerful anymore, will be able to use their own geolocator machine, whatever it is, to locate them. Now, that's not even just to locate them, just to show to them that these terrorists are not for cows. How can you be building intelligence to end terrorism on a very wrong thing, and you are going on TV pushing that narrative? So you don't think it's intentional? Do you think they are stupid? They're not stupid. They're not. They are very much intentional about everything they are doing. Their intention is not to end the terrorism. It is to weaponize it. And they've already done that. Whatever they agreed and schemes they are putting together on how to grab people's lands using armed Fulani terrorists. So I support that man talking about justice, because of course, before you forgive terrorists that claim to have repented, he must first face justice for his crime, right? Now, you can now show leniency. You can show mercy. But you don't just tell killers that, oh, all right, take that Quran, pick up that Quran and say, I won't do it again. Alhamdulillah, I won't do it again. I swear by Allah, I won't do it again. That can't be a problem-fixing solution from a military. Military, Papa, do you understand what being a military man, a soldier? Made mess of it there. Ridiculous, right? It's unfortunate. So there is no justice, there is no peace. You don't placate killers. You do not placate terrorists. A dead terrorist is a repented terrorist. That's the word. Yeah? They said it is of God to judge everyone. It is not the place of the military in Nigeria maybe to judge this terrorist, right? That one is the job of God. But the military in Nigeria owes one single duty: send that terrorist to God. And then God can judge him. If he deserves 72 virgins, great. If he deserves to burn in hell, fine. But your job is not to rehabilitate terrorists by merely holding a Quran and say, I won't do it again. And for years now, after over 300,000 terrorists repented, rather than for the terrorism to abate, to reduce, it has become even worse. An industry, if you say, industry, you know? So they are doing their best. Which best? They are looking for farmers' others. They want to collect people's land, to placate others because of cows. A soldier is on TV talking about ranch as his own solution, non-kinetic. The victims of terrorism are languishing in different IDP camps in Nigeria. Women, children are wasting away. Horrible things are happening to them. Yeah, you can imagine it. And it is said that currently there are over 10 million internally displaced Nigerians. 9.9 million of them are displaced by Boko Haram and the Fulani terrorists. Yeah? Or your CDS is on TV talking about ranch, how to build ranch. Government should build ranch for killers. There are no cows anywhere. There's no cows involved in this massacre, in this ongoing ethnic cleansing, this genocide. So me, where this I know the military serve, I can produce enough evidence that this is not farmers others clashes. But do you think they don't know? They do. They just want to push their narrative. So if people pushing that same narrative are telling you that they are working to end the insecurity, on what intel? Which intel are they using to end the insecurity? The intel that says God-wielding terrorists, they are herders. Can you actually solve a problem with a wrong information? I'll leave you to it. Nigeria is already in the gutters. Whatever anybody see me collecting like that, you know. Every people, I saw these two clowns earlier today, even though I couldn't really finish the video with people this afternoon. But this is the new Edo.
No magic. No magic. You know they mind them. They see what they happen here. Honorable Commissioner for Local Government Chieftaincy. Now they do this project. Honorable Lucky Isegbe. Wow. Now they do all this project. Wow. For Iru man. Wow. What's that you call this road? Idume Malwa. Idume Malwa. Or Ozala Road. Honorable Isegbe. Now they do one. Honorable Lucky Isegbe. Now they do one. Commissioner for Local Government Chieftaincy. Ma tell you, sir, he never contest, so they never elect him once, so he never be House of Rep, he never be House of Assembly, he never be Senator once, so then a commissioner and a appointee, now he be back government. When they see and say, when the head good, every other part go good, because Akpako good, every other part good along the line. Now, Mona show me the previous government. Una fit show me any commissioner for the previous government where they do project. We can do water project for Esaland. But Akpako government now commissioner don't come they do water project for a community. Now, if all the commissioner for the previous government do like this, now be saying a small work, now go remain where government go they do. But all of them were busy embezzling, thinking of how to thief government cars, like we carry we go carry government Prado Jeep, carry Itifan. Now all those kind of things like Ashwe Ole, Obaseki Ole, Chris Neikare Ole, all of them are criminals. So Jobo Jabo Yahi.
This water they flush you. They want honor.
What I see what you say they do. Clean water see I drink.
For community. There they work.
Clean water see I.
Free of charge.
That is say you know the clean. See I clean.
Free of charge.
No madness.
Free of charge.
It never finish oh. They say more day front. Come on, go front.
I face you.
This is what Honorable Commissioner is doing. It's Segui. As he put out here, yeah. You see, huh? It's Segui. It's Segui. Look at home madden. Sunday front. See where I put tank here. No madden. It's Segui. It's Segui. Under the leadership
of His Excellency
Senator Monday Opewolu. Una dey see am? See the tank. Another one dey front o.
How would they go so?
They say they too work for this community o. Esegbe.
Working.
Esegbe. He don work for which community? Who be that? Commissioner? Lucky. Esegbe. So Esegbe don try for this community.
Touch only water sef.
Wey give una?
No be small thing.
Oh.
No say we dey suffer water. Even though we dey do new jet, na so you carry jerrycan go dey find water. New jet wey we even though rain dey fall now, we no dey put something again. Na where water we dey drink.
Yes.
So Esegbe, nothing go do am o.
No man.
Nothing go do am.
Amen.
Nothing go do am.
Amen.
E help us well well. When they even vote now, na so e come give my pikin sewing machine. That my pikin no get father. So say make I dey cause that kind person. Abeg o, Esegbe, na God go bless am.
Amen.
No mind.
God bless you, madam. No mind.
They no go thank God.
They will thank am.
No mind.
I mean, I can't fault that. All right. In 2025, Nigeria have 36 states and the Federal Capital Territory. You can say 37. All right. Nigeria have 774 local government areas. And of course, with the population of over 200 million. Do you know that 98% of these places and these lands, some of them used to, some of those infrastructures have now become old and outdated. Public water in Nigeria is almost zero. That is why today, like many Nigerians, they are like their own local government. They provide their own housing. They provide their own security. They provide their own water. They provide their own power. They provide their own health care. They provide their own education. They provide all of these things, and then government comes to tax the borehole. They provide their own water now, right? So say an average Nigerian is a local government chairman, a chairwoman. If you are doing any of this or all of this by yourself, in that contraption, right? You are a local government chairman or honorable. I don't know, I think they call them honorable. So water project is such a big deal that rather than give their people water, I'm talking about where you lay the, like for example, you lay 1 million kilometers of water pipe to cover the whole country, where different water schemes will spring up. But we used to have hang on, no. How many of you remember that we used to have a water corporation in almost every town? I mean, when I was growing up, we had our own water corporation in charge of water provided for the metropolis for my town. In my own hometown, we had tap water that serves my own kind of like an area. The pipe passes and you go to the water corporation to open an account, and they will bring their staff. All they will do is just to dig the ground, dig it a bit, connect a pipe to what you call it, to a supposed centralized pipeline or water pipe, right? And then before you know it, Baba, when I don't get water for house, when I was growing up, and before my very eyes, all of that went dry. You know what I mean? Like one after the other. The water dried up. The pipelines outdated, and boreholes became a fashion. Even in their biggest city, Abuja, Lagos, everywhere. You have to provide your own water. It is so sad that as young as people like us are, we actually witness the degeneration of that contraption. How they actually ruined everything. So today, anybody will give you water, I can't fault it. I promise you, I can't fault that. But it could be better than that. The people of Delta, this is an oil-rich state in Nigeria. But now so everybody they live.
You can see our road for Asaba Siam. This is Oduke. This is Oduke Road. See.
For your information, Asaba is the state capital of Delta states. You can make use of that. You can make use of that information however you want. The capital or the state capital. If the state capital is like this, you can best imagine what the rural areas will be like. In fairness.
You can see our road for Asaba Siam. This is Oduke. This is Oduke Road. See, these two places now are two big holes right there. And this is what we pass through every day. Anytime we rain now, we they pass through for here. Devout culture, can't see you. Let me pass so that you see what I'm telling you about. Million Liga Asaba finally. I'm calling on the Delta State government. Our road they very bad. Oh. See. See, na river they see my motor. See. Just see. And Benz and water no be friends. Benz and water na enemy. This place again another big hole. These two big hole now. Now what do they face for this place? Yeah? This is what we are facing. See my motor. Benz and water no be friends at all. See. This is Oduke Road. Most of this thing now, I will not be planning to park out from this area. It's not making sense. Look, just look. All this plan, they will stop. Luchasianuzo. They will stop. Luchieruzo. Look at all the streets blocked. They talk, they carry shop, carry block, cover everywhere. So how water want to pass? How water want to pass for here now? See shop where they carry people for road. See road, see shop, see that motor. See that motor with the back. See. You see? See that motor go sit down, go swallow that motor, see. Our road don't scatter finish. Election on the reach, now come call us. You can see our road for Asaba Siam.
the state capital, oil producing states, a state that collects 13% derivation. But well, people just have to live with that. Children are born into that. You know? I'm glad that I have older people on this platform. Maybe some of you, you know, like my age grade or so, right?